time to know ya.
All right. This is another installment of Know Your Recruit. Last time we did it was with a few guys last year that ended up at Oklahoma. And as of today, Kevin Sperry, 2025 Prosper Rock Hill quarterback, one of the top quarterbacks in the country, has announced his commitment to Oklahoma. Obviously, if you're watching it, it's daytime. You're seeing this because this is pre-recorded. So, but anyways, Kevin, how do you feel?
I feel great. I feel very blessed to be able to share this moment with my family. And I just want to thank God first and foremost. And I just feel very fulfilled, and a lot of stress has been taken away from me. Now I'm thankful for all the coaches that recruited me, but I feel like OU's the right spot for me.
Okay, before we go on any further, let's introduce here. We got Dad, Kevin Sperry Sr. on the right, Mom, Gabby Sperry, and on the left, Rosie Sperry, 2027 quarterback for y'all that don't know. That will be coming up through the ranks, so keep an eye on that one right there. He's already starting to get a little attention too, some write-ups and everything with his performances. So Dad was a linebacker at Washington State and actually played Oklahoma in the Rose Bowl in 2002. I was at that game and sitting on the 50-yard line, literally like 10 rows up, which is kind of funny that, we're crossing paths and that we're around each other all the time now with our kids, and C4 and all that type of stuff. So this is really cool. So for you, Mom, let's go to Mom real quick. Gabby, I know it got over fairly quickly with the recruiting process and all, but you went on visits with him. At what point did you know that your son kind of felt called to Oklahoma? And at what point did you feel like if an offer was to roll out, that's kind of a place that we need to look pretty hard at?
I think I was the first one to tell him that Oklahoma was it.
That's funny.
I also told him, don't let what I want or what my heart is saying to influence your decision. It's your decision.
Mm-hmm.
Bless his heart, the humble guy that he is, he said it's our decision. So I knew when I visited, I think I only visited once, but I cried during the visit while we were there. It just felt different. Mm-hmm. And as soon as we left, I knew.
That's awesome. Kevin Sr., you and I talked at the camp last year. I mean, I think we talked for like an hour or more at the camp. Like we just sat there and talked forever. And you all had just, you did like the walkthroughs and everything and did all that type of stuff and went through all the facilities again. And at that point in time, you said, like, this is kind of where we feel really at home here. If an offer was to happen, this is kind of where we feel is the best place for Kevin. But if he doesn't feel that, we'll support him 100%. For you, was it kind of like your wife, Gabby? Was it just like where you felt like the first visit, like, oh my gosh, this place is different? Or was it just kind of, did it progress into that with you?
Immediately. I felt a spirit there that just took over my feelings about the place. And it was overwhelming to me, where I was emotional during a camp. And so I felt at that time, God spoke to me and said, this is going to be home. This was during Kev's camp while he's throwing. I'm getting emotional just watching him and Levy communicate. And I just knew immediately, just like my wife, there was just something there that God was just telling me this is going to be home for us. Yeah.
I don't want to leave Rosie out. Rosie, you went up there a couple times with them. What was your feelings on the whole trip and the experience? Whatever time you took a visit to Oklahoma, did you feel like you liked it a lot, just like they did?
Oh yeah, I definitely saw how my parents were definitely happy, and Kevin was happy there, and everyone talking to him, and they were getting it down. It was really cool.
Nice. So for you, Junior, Kevin Jr., the one that's committing, obviously, and will be spending your time there. Your relationship with Lebby, can you kind of talk about that and just how that progressed into the decision that was made here recently?
Yeah, well, at the camp, I felt like we connected immediately there. And that was probably my first, I think that was my first time at Oklahoma. And,
Mhm.
I felt something special there right off the bat. Then we continued the relationship, and I knew they were gonna offer sooner or later. So yeah, I'm just glad it worked out.
When you were going through the camp and you went through so many camps that summer, I remember talking to your dad and you were like, yeah, we're going to Florida State, we're doing this, we're doing that. So you went through a plethora of different coaches and got to interact with a lot of different quarterback coaches and offensive coordinators. What was the difference between what you experienced at Oklahoma and then what you experienced elsewhere? And it's not like to say like you're talking negatively about obviously these other coaches because they offered you and that's a blessed thing and you earned it and they obviously wanted you there. So, but what was that difference that you felt?
I think the difference was the culture that Coach Venables has created there, and a major turning point was probably in the hallway in the facility. Some people in the Soul Mission organization, they stopped me in the hallway and just talked to me for a good 15 minutes. And I was really a nobody then, and just for them to show that genuine support, uh, that just showed me how the people in that program were, and who Coach Venables was bringing in. So that was probably a big turning point there.
So the offer happened last week. And I know I talked to your dad and you about it. I want mom's. We'll get back to dad because we talked at length about it after it happened, like literally like an hour. Well, it wasn't even that. How long after you posted it? It was like 15 minutes. We were on the phone shortly afterwards. But for you, what was it like when Kev walks in there and says, "Mom, Oklahoma just offered me"? What was your reaction at that point?
It was overwhelming. I don't even remember. It was all a haze, but I'm pretty sure I didn't stop crying for a good 2 hours.
On and off for 2 hours.
I would finally calm down and stop crying, and then I would just start crying again. It was overwhelming. Overwhelming. And I don't know if Kev remembers this, but I think immediately after it happened, he said, I'm going to go ahead and commit.
Yeah.
Like it was just the immediate, honest reaction of this is it. We just all knew.
Probably less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Got back on the
Yeah, awesome. That's pretty awesome. So what your reaction, I guess, let's tell everybody your reaction at the time, because I know you said like this is one you've been waiting on, and this is, you just felt blessed, and just like the journey kind of was winding and it felt like it took forever, but when it happened, it you said it just kind of made it more, I guess, I'm trying to think of a good word for this, just I guess more fulfilling is the word I think you used. So what was your reaction at that point? Like, I'll set it up for everybody. You were in Austin, Texas when this happened. So let's go ahead and get this out of here. Like nobody knows that part. I want to get that out. You were in Austin, Texas when it happened. So go ahead and you tell the story from that point.
Yeah, so we had just gotten to the hotel at Austin, and that's when Coach Levy reached out and I called him. He offered, and now I was overwhelmed as well. I know this is very special for me and my family. Coach Levy, he didn't offer a whole bunch of people in my class. He only offered 2. And, I was just very thankful that he chose me and believed in me. And yeah, it was funny that I was in Austin. Right after, it was the day after I committed.
That's awesome. So did you like text Coach Levy and say, "Hey, I'm about to call. I want to tell you something." Well, like how did that go? I haven't even heard this part. I just know that you committed shortly after.
No,
We call
yeah,
him.
right when we got home from Austin, we visited Texas in the morning, got home. I called him probably 20 minutes since I got home and let him know. And it was very special. And yeah, that was really.
What was did you talk to Coach Venables as well?
Yeah, I did. So I talked to Coach Levy the day I committed, and then I talked to Coach Venables the morning after. And he just let me know. He just broke it down for me and the standard I gotta be held to now since I'm committed to University of Oklahoma as a quarterback. I was on board.
That's awesome, man. I guess do you talk about the reaction of Levy, Coach Levy, at that situation? Like when you called, you get home, you call him. What was his instant reaction towards you?
He was fired up. I could tell over the phone, and I could tell he was very thankful that I committed so soon, so we can just get this number one recruiting class in 2025.
So you said it. You got your recruiting class in 2025. Who are you? Okay, classes to the side, 24, 25. Who are you going after right now to try to join you at Oklahoma?
Definitely, definitely Elijah Green and Marion Porter, since I got a good relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the 25, 26 class. They're not even in my class, but I know them very well. They're part of C4. They're 24. But whoever Coach Levy, Coach Venables, whoever they want, I'll get a good relationship with them. Hopefully it works out.
Awesome, man. Well, you're visiting on the 23rd. What is that visit going to entail for you, and what are you looking forward to? I guess since that's where you're going to be going to school now.
Yeah, it's a little different since I'm gonna be a part of that. That's pretty much my family now, and I'm just excited to meet all the coaches and share that moment with Coach Venables. He said he's gonna give me a big hug. That's gonna be very special.
Awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate you all doing this. I mean, this is a big deal for y'all as a family, obviously. I've really looked forward to I'm glad I've gotten to know you guys, obviously, through the years. So congratulations on all this, man. I mean, it's well deserved. You worked hard for it, and I know Oklahoma fans are going to be super happy whenever this goes public. So after you announce, I'm sure people will be clicking on this to hear what you have to say and see what the family has to say soon after you go public with your announcement. So I appreciate y'all doing this with me.
Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
All right. Well, this is the Sperry family, and obviously the new Oklahoma Sooners 2025 quarterback commit, Kevin Sperry, out of Prosper Rock Hill High School. Thank you all so much.
Sir, thank you.